Hello, everybody. How are you? It is Monday. This is Sandra, the Stamping Bee, and you've tuned into my weekly Make It Monday session today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And whether you're watching it live or on replay, I appreciate you dropping by, and I hope you will leave a comment just to say hi and let me know you're there so I can say hi back. Anyway, so how was your weekend? It seemed like forever that I did a Make It Monday, but I did do one last Monday, right? But I just not in the same environment. Anyway, so let me just check to make sure that I'm on live. Yep. And please feel free to comment for those of you who are watching it right now. And even if you're watching on replay, I'd love to have you leave a comment as well. All right. So anyway, so let me do a few announcements before we dive into to allow more people to jump in. This Saturday, I do have a class, and it is a product-based class of the Hues of Happiness bundle. And there is still room. There is still space that if you're interested, you're welcome to join. However, you did miss the deadline to purchase the products. So if you do join, I will have your stamp set delivered to you after the class. But during the class, you are able to use my set then. Okay? But don't let the deadline, turn you away. If you're interested in the class, it's the Hues of Happiness, and it's a wonderful set. In fact, the Hues of Happiness, that DSP, is apparently the number one DSP, the number one top selling DSP of the new annual catalog. So it's a beautiful, beautiful set, and I'm excited to share with you some more projects or cards you can make with that particular set. Okay, so let's get started. So I know it's hard. We just had our open house, and it just seems hard to envision there is a new catalog coming. But yes, there is a new catalog coming out. In fact, it's coming out in July. It is what I always call it, the holiday catalog, but officially it's known as the July to December catalog. And that will be appearing in July. And so for those of you who are my customers, you will be getting yours, or if you're interested in getting one, just let me know, and we'll get you one. And you can pour through it. It's a lot of cute Christmas stuff. I know. It's hard to believe it's Christmas stuff, but hey, you got to get ready, right? Anyway, so with a new catalog, it also means that we've got some products retiring. Okay, so if you have not received this yet, just message me and I can send it to you. It lists all the products that are retiring, and you'll notice that there are some significant savings on a couple items, 50% off. And a lot of sets are transferring over to the annual catalog, but what happens is if they're a bundle right now, they will not be bundled. They will be unbundled. So you won't enjoy that 10% discount. So make sure you look through the list that I've emailed to my customers, if you're on my email list, that is, and just to make sure that there isn't something that you had your eye on and it's going to retire. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you today was this particular bundle, the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. Wow, I'm losing my voice. I don't know why. But anyway, so Rainbow of Happiness, that is going away. I am so sad. I am so sure that this was going to carry over to the new annual catalog, but it didn't. This is such a trendy yet classic motif, right? Design that, anyway, so right now, the stamp set is not discounted, but the dies are, the Brilliant Rainbow dies are, and they're 30% off. So get this. So the bundle price is $44. Okay, if you purchase the bundle, you're already saving 10%, $44. But now with the discount, your this bundle, the stamp set and the dies, are only $33.50 because the dies are 50% off, 50. Get that? 50. And so these dies are $15.50. What a deal. And I'm going to show you some projects today that will show you that you really don't need the stamp set. But you will, because it's such a cute set. But this stands alone, and as I always like to say, it plays well with others, and so, which makes it a winner in my book, and it's worth keeping, okay? So this is worth buying right now at $33.50. And if you were to purchase this, and with the bundle, with the code that I will be listed down in the description box, you will receive a little packet of DSP. This was available, sometime in the beginning of the year, and this goes wonderfully with this set. So I'm putting together a few sample packs of this paper, and you can get one of these when you purchase this bundle with the code that you'll see down in the description box. Okay? So when you buy this, you get this. Okay? Because this is such a great deal. I'd hate for you to miss out on this. So anyway, so let's get started, okay? So when I say it plays well with others, I'm going to pair this set today with one of the, I think it's the happiest DSP in the new catalog. This is called Butterfly Kisses. Don't you think it's so colorful and pretty and happy? Anyway, so I'm going to be working a few samples with the rainbows with this set. And yeah, you wouldn't think about pairing butterflies, but I saw a few samples and it really works. So let me show you. And one thing I love about Stampin' Up's DSP is at the back, they will tell you what are the coordinating colors. Okay? And since right now I am like so enamored with the Tea Boutique cards, note cards and envelopes, let me show you. This is the Starry Sky. There's all 5 colors. I love working with this. So I figured I'll use this. And I am able to use this because it is one of the colors here, Starry Sky. So I can be confident, and you can be confident in your color choices that are based here. So you know it'll go well together and nothing will clash, okay? So we're gonna start with this. And one of my favorite dies in here is this particular die. Okay, and let me show you what I've done. Let me put this away. So for rainbows, you probably don't want them all in one color. So I went ahead and chose the colors that are suggested in this packet, okay? So again, I'm not deviating. I'm letting the package tell me what colors to use, okay? So these are the colors. These are like Parakeet Party. This is Calypso Coral. And then there's also Fresh Freesia. Let's see, Fresh Freesia. I've got one more coming. And then, of course, one of the other colors I chose is Curry, Crushed Curry. So there you go. Okay. So when you're cutting out these dies, you'll be getting 4 of these, right? Obviously, I made a sample, so that's why you're only seeing 3. But see, that's the beauty of this particular die is when you cut these out, you're kind of forced to do 4 cards because you've got 4, right? So the fun is putting them in the rainbow colors that you want. So we can do something like this, right? Oops. Let's see, this one I'm missing the, there you go, like that, right? So that's one rainbow. And then you can do, let's see, the next one is, oh, I'm having a hard time picking these things up. This, or is this the same? Oh no, it's not. Okay, so we can do this, right? Isn't that fun? Getting all these different variations, and you can do that in one sitting, okay? Because remember, we always say, do more than one card at a time. Oh, I'm wondering why, because I still have some extras here that I didn't pick up. Okay, so let's see. We need that. We need that. And I think we need another one. There we go. And what's the other color there? There. Of course, I have extras because I was playing with it. So right out of the bat, you've got 4 cards you can make, okay? Imagine there's one because that's a sample that I've already done. And then I'm going to put it on this card, okay? So another thing that I love is, of course, the cloud punch. That you really ought to get this with this set or anything because the clouds are such a versatile element, right? So I'm just going to punch one. Okay. So, okay, so with vellum, the hard part has always been how do I glue it down, right? So for this particular card, what I'm doing is I'm having it attached to the rainbow. So the rainbow is the vehicle to glue it on here. Let me show you what I mean. So let me grab my mono glue. Let me put this away. Let's see, what color should I use? Which one? Okay, let me just use this one then. So, so one other thing that I wanted to say. Of course, see how what I've done is I've just randomly put it on the table. But if you are the sort where you want it to be precise, I would leave this and use that as your guide to fit that in so that you make sure that it is equidistant to each other. But of course, random is fine too. Gives it a more organic look, right? Like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and start gluing this. So, get started. So, let's see. So, first thing, okay, let me move this here. So, I'm going to put this here, okay? And I'm going to set something down so that it doesn't move, okay? And let me do, I wanted this yellow first, okay? So you really don't need a lot of glue, just a little bit so it doesn't, let's see, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the cloud in here already so that it will be stuck with the rainbow, if you know what I mean. Okay. Okay. So then this is the next color. Come on, come on. Okay. Yeah, this is where you'll need to cue in the background music of your choice in your mind. I wish I could do that. Maybe one day I will learn how to organize a video where there's music piped in when there is a silent moment. Okay. The last one. Okay. There you go. All right, and then you're going to carefully just take your guide out. Right? And voila. Your rainbow is there. And see how I've stuck the cloud there already? So you don't need to worry about gluing it down because it is stuck with the rainbow. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put a butterfly on here. Because remember, that is the set. Let me see. Yeah, this is a cute one. So here's a butterfly that I have cut from this paper. And I am going to, put it right there. I think that looks about right. Okay, let's see, I think I'm gonna, that looks about right. I'm finding out the cards that I've been making these days don't have a lot of the Stampin' dimensionals because I'm finding it's getting harder to mail them. So it's better to just keep it really flat. And then with the dies, if you remember seeing, there's all these little clouds. Okay, so I went ahead and cut one cloud out. And I went ahead and stamped a hello. Okay, so I am going to glue this down as well. Okay. Hey Arlene, thanks for joining me. So there's the hello. And 3 is the number, right? 3 is the number. So then I'm going to, let's see, maybe put a cloud. Where should I put the cloud? Down here maybe? What do you think? Or here? Or here, or here. I think I might just put it there. So now this is the tricky part because of the glue, right? So I do the bare little dots. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here. And there you have it. A simple little cute card that you are able to make 4 at one time because you will be cutting 4 different colors of this. And the color combinations are already thought out for you from the artist over at Stampin' Up. So let me show you the first card I made. Okay. So you definitely can churn out these cards really fast. You know, these are pre-made, right? And so the hard part is probably just picking the colors that you want. But then again, you know, if you follow this color suggestion, then that's not even an issue anymore. You already know what colors you want to do. Okay, so that's the first card that I wanted to share with you. Let me put these away before they get lost. Okay, and so there's also a large rainbow. Okay, this large rainbow here. And that one, I especially like to do something special with it in that I like to, what do you say, use pattern paper for that. Okay, so this is what I did. I went ahead and cut using DSP, again, from this packet of paper, okay, Butterfly Kisses. So these are the rainbows that I've selected, okay, and again, fun part is deciding which one you want, right? So it could be this one, and then maybe, let's see, is this the big one? Oh, well, that's the same size. So maybe this one is for here, and then you've got here, and then the last one is the little one. It has to be, so it's got to be this one then, right? But then, so that means I need to take that out and do this. This is fun, right? And there you go. So before I put my rainbow onto this card, I'm going to sponge on some colors for the sky. So I'm using Balmy Blue and my blending brush. Okay. Now remember, we always try to color from the outside in so we don't get like a dark color right away. So I'm just gently putting in the color. Okay, just want the slightest blue, because what I'm going to do next is, this is, oh, sorry, this is from the Basic Borders, and this is a cloud die cut, which I will show you. So I'm going to be using this on the card, but I wanted more clouds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sponge on some clouds here, right? Okay, see? Very subtle, right? Let me try to do it again. Because I see a dark spot there, so I need to kind of make it go away. Oh, let's keep moving. I really like the blending brush because it really gives just a really soft look to your card. Just the tint of color. So there. So I just go ahead and do this to kind of blend the harsh edges. Okay. So there we have it. So we just want the most subtle clouds, right? So then I'm going to go ahead and glue the rainbows. So this is easy to do because all you need to do is just make sure that this edge is butt against the other edge, right? So you're not going to do this, right? You can do that. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted it to, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to do that. Okay. So there we go. Now, because I am going to put this background on the bottom here, so this gap is fine, okay? So for those of you who are like, wait, you're not at the bottom. Okay. Second one. Ah. And that's the beauty of the Tombow glue, is it takes a while for it to stay permanent, so I have time to readjust it if I didn't get it right the first time. Okay, so the rainbow's happening. Okay, so your rainbows are equally distanced as long as you are aligning them on each side, right? So there's that. There. Okay, oops, sorry. So now I need to put the clouds on the bottom here. So you have a little freedom as to where you want the clouds. You could go here or here. And because I know I'm going to have a greeting, so I'm going to want more white space. So I'm tending it to be like here. Okay, so let me close this up and let me go ahead and apply glue here. Okay. see here. I think that's fine. All right. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to snip off the edges. Okay. So there you have it. Okay. So then we need a greeting, right? So I went ahead and punched out one of the clouds from this punch. Okay, see, I told you this was going to come in handy. So if you have the rainbow die set, you definitely need to include this as well. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp a greeting. This particular greeting is from the Charming Sentiments. If you have not seen this, you need to see it because it comes with matching dies. So theoretically, if I stamped hey there, there's a die that will cut out exactly the shape. Isn't that cool? Okay, but in this case, I'm going to stamp it onto the cloud. So this is Starry Sky. Okay. Put this away. And I'm going to also blend in some blue. Okay. Just to give it some detail, right? Not a lot. Don't need a lot. Okay. So, let's see now. Oh, where should I put it? I could put it right here, right? That seems like a natural place. So the next thing I need to do is I'm going to, where's my, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my dimensionals. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals. I know I just said that I hardly use the dimensionals these days, but oh well, one or two cards should be okay, right? And do that. Let's see. And I wanted to tie a ribbon. Big floppy bow. And I'm going to grab one of my glue dots. Stick it on here. And hey, Amy, are you ready for your trip? And just stick it in there. So there you go. Okay, might be a little too long. Just there we go. So there you have it. So this is the rainbow set. Oh, of course, you need to have some bling. And I love this. This is the iridescent rhinestone basic. It gives it that like raindrop look, the dew drops, right? So let me go ahead and I'll put one here. Let's see, I'll put one here. Come on. Oops, that didn't come out. There we go. Let's see, I think I'll put one right here. Hey. Stuck to my hand. Go in. There we go. So there, simple little card, but it was so easy to make. Again, because you had all these other pieces, you're forced, you have to make more than one. So here's another one that I made. Okay. Let me show you a little bit close up. Right. So the rainbow is actually a very versatile element. You can use it for happy events, not so happy events, goes for men, women, because, you know, people are always saying, oh, I need more masculine card. I don't do enough masculine cards. Well, for rainbow, it might work, right? It will work. So let me put these away. So what do you do with all these? Remember, you can still use this one. And let me show you what I do. There is no die to cut this out, but I assure you it's very easy. So in fact, I'm going to do it on camera. So wish me luck. Okay. So as long as you abide by the gaps here, the distance, it goes by really, really fast. Okay. Because you don't want to throw this away. Every little piece is useful. Okay, you know it's hard for me because I have my camera right in between this and my eyeballs. So let's see. It's kind of a weird feeling seeing me double because I'm seeing the camera and I'm seeing my hands. Anyway, so there you have it, right? But if you still are unsure, well, then you don't need so many rainbows, right? Just snip this off and snip that off. So you didn't need to cut it, which is like this one right here. So you start out with this, and then instead of following the curve for a larger rainbow, just make a smaller rainbow. I'll probably trim this a little bit, right? There. See? That wasn't too hard, was it? So let me show you a card that I made with that. Okay. So this particular DSP is from the In Color 6x6 DSP. And this, my friends, is the Fancy Frames, I think it's called. Oh my goodness. I can just see me using a lot of this because it's a great way to showcase whatever's in here, you know, whether it's a DSP or a stamped image. Love this. And so this is the 3 rainbows that I've cut out like this, and more butterflies. And I cut that from the paper as well. Okay, very simple. And if you did not recognize this, see how this is sending you a rainbow? It's this shape. Well, because it is a photopolymer, you are able to kind of cheat and stretch it out a bit. So what I did was I just went ahead and did this and then did this. So it's a 2-part process, but you can do this. Let me just show you. So you know that I'm not lying. So we'll start out with this. And there you go. I wouldn't stretch it too much. Okay, so there's one, right? And then you stamp that. And then you'll work with the rainbow side and bring that up so it becomes a straight line. That's the beauty of a photopolymer set, right? The flexibility of that. So of course, you don't want to do too much of it because you don't want it to lose its memory, right? But that's a great way to stretch the usability of your set. See, I told you this was a fun set, and I'm so sorry to see it leave. But and that's why I'm encouraging you to grab this right now, because right now for $33.50, it is a wonderful, wonderful deal. And as I said, even if you don't get the stamp set and if you're just getting the dies are only $15.50. Okay. And I believe it fits into the mini embossing machine, so that works too. Okay, there you go. So that's today's cards, projects. Okay. I hope you have enjoyed today's segment, and thank you for watching. Please be sure to leave a comment and say hi. And maybe let me know which one is your favorite card, or is there a particular card, or whether you have this particular set. Again, if you don't already have the last chance list, let me know. I will email it to you. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's 50% off. One of the things that I'm grabbing are these sweet little boxes. These are cute, these boxes, and they're only $5 now. So that's quite a deal. And of course, all the some of the papers 50% off, some are 30%. The abstract beauty cards and envelopes, that's another great buy. That's 50% off, only $5. So take a look. Lots of dies at 50% off. I mean, this tropical layers dies. I mean, I'm surprised it's going away, but it is, and that is a great buy as well. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next week. And again, I have a class this Saturday, so if you're interested, please let me know. And then I also have a class July 9th, and that is the teacup one. It's not too late to join, but please let me know ASAP, because I think the teacup suite the inventory is running low, so I don't want you to miss out on that. What else I want to say? I guess that's it. All right. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.